channel. I promise you guys this is a couple channel and you guys will see more of Tattoo, but I feel like for this topic he doesn't need to be here because it concerns a bit more of me because I'm the one that has endometriosis. But I promise you guys we'll do more challenges and pranks. But right now this is what is happening. Okay, right now I'm pregnant and some of you guys wanted to know how I got pregnant on our first try, knowing that I have endometriosis and how I prepared my body to get to this point today. So I'm going to talk about it. So I've already talked about my endometriosis journey. So if you haven't watched that video, make sure you watch it because this is like a part 2. So on the part 1 I talked about how I got diagnosed and the surgery I had, and now I'm going to talk about when we started trying and what I did preparing to start trying. But before I get into this video, I want to just emphasize that endometriosis affects people differently. So don't compare yourself with my journey. I'm just here to share my journey and my own information. But sometimes it's not even the woman's fault. Sometimes it's a man's fault because, let's be real, fertility affects women and men. All I'm saying is that I'm not an expert and what may work for me might not work for you, but I'm willing to share my experience. Like I said in the previous video, I got my surgery end of December 2021, and then I'm at 2-week post-op appointment, which was mid-January, so January 14. My doctor cleared me to start trying, but we were not ready to try yet because we had other things going on that I can't really talk about it now, but once everything is settled, I'll be able to talk about it. Towards the end of January, I had to update my vaccination record. So they gave me 2 live vaccines. I don't remember the name, but the doctor asked me, "Are you pregnant?" And I said, "No." He said, "Okay, because once I give you this vaccine, you have to wait 3 months to get pregnant." And I was like, and then he said, "I'm serious, you can't get pregnant because it's going to be dead. It's not going to be, like, it's not recommended to get pregnant once you've been vaccinated with those vaccines." And then I just looked at him and then he gave me the vaccine and then he said, "You need to sign this paper promising that you're not going to get pregnant 3 months after receiving the vaccine." I was like, "Oh, Lord, okay." So I signed the paper. So February came and that month was really a bad month for me. I was a bit depressed. I think it has to do with the fact that the doctor told me that I couldn't try for 3 months. And it's recommended to try having the baby within the first 6 months after having the surgery. So I felt like the clock was ticking against me and I couldn't do anything about it. So I was a bit depressed and I was a bit bummed out. And I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea. Every morning, guys, I kid you not, I will add vodka to my juice. Like, I wonder what Tato was thinking. Like, he's probably thinking, this girl is going crazy, but he never made me feel bad for it. And I was just sad and I was just eating anyhow. Just eating anything, drinking. And then that month my period came and I started feeling pains. And I was like, God, what am I doing? I just had this surgery for endometriosis because I want to have a baby. But then I need to maintain my surgery by taking care of my health and eating well, exercising. I'm not doing that. I'm just like being sad and drinking and eating whatever and being so like, what's wrong with me? So I was like, you know what, I can't do this, I need to get it together. So I just stopped with the alcohol. I told Tato, I'm done drinking. And it's not only because I want to have a kid, but it's because I'm drinking for the wrong reason. I'm drinking to escape my problems, and I feel like if I keep doing this, it's gonna lead to being an alcoholic. Like, seriously, you know, like, who wakes up every morning and drinks vodka and juice? What the hell was I thinking? Guys, please don't judge me because I'm being honest and real with you guys. So February went by, March came, and I wasn't able to try because, like I told you guys, they told me that I wasn't able to try. So that month just passed and I was like, you know what, I need to keep myself busy. I mean, I'm busy with social media because I work online, but I was like, let me start going to the gym. That's really gonna help me. Let me start going to the gym. So around the end of March, I started going to the gyms 3 times a week. That's Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 9 a.m. Guys, and keep in mind, up to that point, I would wake up at 12. But this time I was getting up at 9 because I wanted to work out, come back home, and then I eat. I stopped drinking. I stopped eating sugary snacks. Only healthy stuff, fish, shrimp. I was on my best behavior. I was like, okay, April is coming. This is my month. I'm gonna try for a baby. Yeah. And so I started going to the gym. I started feeling like I was doing something. You know, I had the surgery. April was 4 months after the surgery. I'm taking care of my body. Okay, Evra, you got this. As my period was approaching, I decided to go get a physical exam done. Because I already done my surgery for endometriosis, but I didn't check for my physical, the blood test and everything. And also because I have hypothyroidism, I wanted to check that my levels were right, because they said when you want to start trying, your thyroid level should be below 3 or 3 if you want to start trying, because thyroid can cause fertility issues as well. And I'm just like, I'm not the luckiest person on earth. I have thyroid issues and endometriosis. Anyway, so I went to do my physicals. Hey guys, so today I'm going to see my primary care doctor. I'm going to tell her that I'm trying to get pregnant. So if we could check my thyroid levels, because I have hypothyroidism, and do some blood tests to see if I'm physically okay, and just ask her questions about whether I should be taking vitamins, whether my iron is low because I have an anemic problem. And yeah, so today is April 11th. This is the 4th day of my cycle. So a couple of days I'm gonna start trying to conceive a baby, because I'll be ovulating, hopefully. So yeah. So my result came back and everything was good. My thyroid level were 3.01, so it was just a cutoff point. I also had Tato do his physical exam because he doesn't like to go to the hospital. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. Go do it, because we need to check you out too. Because let me tell you guys something, okay? Making a baby, it takes 2 to tango. Okay, I'm so tired how women, we get all the blame. Sometimes it's the man's fault. But Tato's blood test came fine as well. But he didn't do any fertility testing because we weren't at that point yet, and we didn't. As you guys can see right now, we didn't need to do that for him. So before trying to conceive, I did a lot of research to see what could improve my fertility, and I made a list of things I wanted to do. But guys, I did nothing on this list. I'll put it right there. And the reason is that the information online is so overwhelming that if you go online and try to see what other people did and try to copy everything they did, you're gonna have a mental breakdown. That's why I did write these things, but I did none of them. I wanted to try first with what I have and see what's gonna happen. And that's what happened. And luckily for us, we got pregnant. There's no equation to getting pregnant. Pregnancy, even though I'm pregnant, pregnancy is still a mystery and a miracle, guys. You know, so don't be too hard on yourself and stop comparing your own experience with other people. Stop thinking that you're doing something wrong. You're not. You just have to try and hope for the best. I am a person of faith. I believe in God, and I saw people's prayers that they share online. They say that, Lord, if it's in your will and you desire to make me a mother, make me one. But if it's not, take it away from me. Take that desire away from me. Me. Do you think I'm gonna say that? You need to pray for what you want. I told God, Lord, I want a baby. I didn't tell him if it's in his desire or his wish. I said, I want a baby. So that's just me, guys. I said, I want a baby. I said, I want a baby. I want a baby. I want a baby. It's not if I want that. God, my creator, knows that I am stubborn. I want a baby. I'm looking at my phone right now because I want to tell you guys when my period started. By the way, I have a 28 cycle period, and I've never ever missed my period in my life. That's my biggest curse. So since I was the age of 11, I've never missed a period. So in April, my period started on the 8th and it lasted until the 12th. And then I decided to get ovulation strips to test to see when I'm ovulating. Usually they say you start ovulating 2 weeks after your period, but some people ovulate sooner. So I started testing for ovulation after my period ended. And guys, let me tell you something. So I didn't really know how this ovulation strip works, but I used Premium, and I'll put the picture of my results. So I took my first ovulation test on April 13 and it was 0.42. I took it twice a day. Okay, I took an ovulation test twice a day and it kept going down. And I was like, this is weird. Isn't it supposed to go up because I'm approaching ovulation? That's how clueless I was. But no, it was going down. And then I decided to take a pregnancy test. What was I thinking? I was so clueless, and I'm just sharing this with you guys to let you guys know that there's no like perfect way to approach trying for a baby. It's all new to me, and I don't want you guys to watch this video and think that, oh yeah, I did all the right things, because I was just a mess during this whole process, and I just thank God for how everything unfolded. I just kept testing. Tato was encouraging me to keep testing until I reached my peak ovulation day. But before we get to that, I'm going to tell you guys the days we baby danced. We baby danced on the 14th, on the 16th, and then for a couple of days we stopped. So 17 and 18 we did nothing, and then on the 19th, guys, on the 19th, our cat passed away. I was just done because, first of all, trying for a baby and keeping track and testing for ovulation is so stressful, not only on me but also on my partner. Honestly, trying for a baby is not fun. Anyways, in my situation, it was not fun because I felt like Tato felt pressure to perform, and I wanted to perform because I wanted to have a kid. So it wasn't. I'm gonna be real with you guys. It was not fun. It felt like homework. He was the sweetest little cat, and Tato had this cat for over a decade, guys. He was distraught. Meanwhile, we're in the process of trying, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna keep testing these ovulation strips, but I'm not doing it in the intent of trying. I'm just doing it so I have records for next month, because I was like, this month we're not gonna try. Like the vibe wasn't there, you know what I mean? It's just depressing. It was mourning our cat. And then we went to the vet, brought our cat over there, and they did what they had to do, and we got home, and I went to test for my ovulation to see if I was ovulating. And guess what, guys? On that day, I got a positive ovulation test. And you know what, guys? I was trying to do it discreetly, but I didn't want Tato to think that I was trying to do something that day, because I wasn't. And then he came in the bathroom and he's like, oh, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I'm just testing. He said, can I see? And I showed him. I was like, actually it's positive. He's like, oh, nice. And then I went to the living room. I was sitting there, and then Tato was like, you know what? I feel like we should still try. And I was like, really? No, and I know then what, that he was really like, he was down. He didn't go to work, guys, that day. It was a bad day. Like, I've never seen my husband like he said in previous video, he doesn't really show emotions, but that day he was really distraught. And I am an empath, so when he's sad, like, it makes me sad and it breaks my heart, so we just lost our cat, and then my husband too is like, I have all these emotions, so I'm just not in the mood. And you know what they say, like, don't try and get pregnant when you're stressed and stuff. So I was just like, you know what, next month we can try. But then he told me that he wanted to try, and I was like, okay, all right, we can try. And then as the time is approaching for us to try on that night, I broke down. I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, it's so weird. Jason just passed away. The vibe is not there. Why is this happening today? I was just sad, and then he was just comforting me. And guys, I don't know how we had the strength to baby dance on that night, because we did it twice. We baby danced twice. I was just like, what? I can't believe it. Like, we did it twice on my peak ovulation day. And I believe that's the only time that counted towards me being pregnant today, because we baby danced on the 14th. That was too far away from my ovulation date. 16, on the peak day of my ovulation, we baby danced twice. And I found out that I'm pregnant. Like, at the end of the month of April, I found out I was pregnant. So I actually thought that Tato wanted to baby dance because our cat just passed away, and he thought that, it was a sign that we should try and bring a life because a life was taken away. But that's not why, because the other day I asked him, did you really believe that we would get pregnant on that day? Then he said no. He said he did it because Jensen passed away and I was trying to get pregnant, so he didn't want to have like two negatives in one day. So he wanted to give me something to be happy about. And I was like, this man is so selfless. He's like the sweetest. Always think about me. Guys, wow. One thing I forgot to mention is that I used to drink tea in the morning and night. So I drink ginger tea in the morning and chamomile milk at night every day. I don't know if that helped. I heard chamomile tea helps with endometriosis. But I don't know. But yeah, I was drinking that religiously. And I just stopped because I'm pregnant now. So I don't really know how tea affects the baby. So I just drink once in a while. But yeah, guys, that is my story. My endometriosis story. And somebody was like, Evra, stop saying your endometriosis. The only reason I say my endometriosis diagnosis is because endometriosis is different and it affects people differently. So when I talk about my experience, I don't want you guys to think that, oh, because I had to have surgery, you need to have surgery. Because some people have gotten pregnant with endometriosis. They just didn't know about it. You know? So this is my endometriosis journey, my endometriosis diagnosis, and this is how it affected my body. So I don't know if before this I was infertile before the surgery. I don't know because I didn't try for baby. Honestly, I wish I could sprinkle baby dust to everybody that wants a kid because the process is just tiring and stressful. Women, we go through a lot. But yeah, ladies, we need to stay strong because we got this. We are strong and we are determined. And we're going to get our babies. Do you guys want me to show you my stomach? Let me show you my stomach. Oh, guys, look at my stomach. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Look. It's my stomach. Right now, I'm almost 24 weeks. But by the time you guys see this video, I'll be more than 24 weeks. Yeah, I'll be more than 24 weeks because we're posting the gender reveal first. But yeah, guys. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. I'm pregnant! I still can't believe it, but I'm so thankful for everything. I'm so thankful for your support, your prayers. We got this, mamas. We got this.